I'm 82 years old now. You'd think at this point I'd have it all figured out. But the truth is, I've spent so much of my life thinking I knew what mattered, only to realize now that I was wrong. My wife and we were together for over 50 years. I look back now and think about how much time I wasted, how many moments I let slip by. I never realized what we were losing day by day. It wasn't until recently that I understood just how far apart we'd grown. She was there beside me for all those years, and yet I couldn't see it. I couldn't see what she needed, what we both needed. I just kept going, thinking things would work themselves out. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was so focused on everything else: work, responsibilities, the daily grind. I thought if I kept doing my part, if I kept providing, everything else would fall into place. But I missed something important, something I never even considered. It's strange how you can live with someone for so long and still not really understand them. You think you know them, but maybe you just get used to them being there. I remember when we first met, how easy it was to talk, to laugh. I would tell her everything. We would spend hours just enjoying each other's company. But as the years went on, I stopped making that effort. I thought we were past needing all that. I figured we didn't have to try so hard anymore. After all, we had built a life together, hadn't we? But over time, I learned that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough just to share space. I didn't realize until much later that sharing a life, really sharing it, was different from just living side by side. There were moments, now that I think of it, when she would try to talk to me, to tell me how she felt or what she was going through. I would brush it off or tell her I was too busy, that we could talk later. Later, I would say, but that later never came. It was always put off, always pushed to another day until it was too late. I didn't know it at the time, but those moments, those small moments, meant everything to her, and I let them slip away. Now, I can't help but wonder how different things could have been if I had paid attention when she tried to tell me how she felt. I guess you could say I never really understood the importance of those small things, those little moments of connection. I thought I was doing my part. I thought I was making sure we had what we needed: money, a roof over our heads, a good life. But what I didn't realize was that she needed more than that. She needed my time. She needed my attention. She needed me to care about the small things, to listen when she spoke, and I didn't give her that. I gave her everything else, but not the one thing that mattered most. She never complained. Not one. I see that now, and it hurts to think about. She just accepted it. I never even asked her if she was okay with the way things were. I never asked if she needed something more. I assumed we were fine. I assumed that because we had built a life together, everything was fine. But nothing was fine. We were both so alone, even when we were in the same house. It wasn't until she got sick that I realized how wrong I had been. I couldn't help but notice how much she had changed, how much she had withdrawn. I don't think I was ready to face it, to admit it to myself, but I knew something wasn't right. The way she looked at me, the way she spoke, the distance between us. I could see it in her eyes, but I didn't know what to do about it. By the time I finally started to pay attention, it was too late. I've spent so much of my life taking things for granted. I thought we had all the time in the world, but the truth is, we never do. Time isn't something you can hold on to. It slips away quietly without you even realizing it. I thought I had forever, but it turns out I didn't. And now all I have are the memories of the moments I didn't take seriously enough. She passed away not long ago. I've never felt more alone. It's strange, isn't it? How you can be with someone for so long and still not understand them the way you should. I was so focused on everything else, I missed the most important thing of all. I missed her. I think about her often, especially in the quiet moments of the day. When the house is still and there's no one around to fill the silence, I feel the weight of all those years. Sometimes I sit by the window and watch the world go by, and I wonder if she's still with me in some way, watching too. But I never know for sure. I only know that I can't change what happened. She used to love gardening. She'd spend hours in the backyard tending to the flowers, the plants. It's funny how you don't notice these things when you're busy, but now I can't help but see her in every corner of the house, in every little thing she used to do. The flower pots she left behind are still there. The garden is still growing, but it's all just a shadow now. There's no one to care for them. I used to watch her work in the garden, but I never really joined her. I'd sit inside, reading the paper or working on something. I never thought much of it. I tell myself, she likes it out there, I'll let her be. I never thought that maybe, just maybe, she wanted me out there with her. I never thought that my company could mean more than anything else, but now I can see it clearly. All those hours she spent alone in the garden, she wasn't just tending to plants. She was waiting for me to come out, waiting for me to sit with her, waiting for me to care enough to ask her how she was really doing. I didn't see it at the time. I didn't realize how much she needed me, not just physically, but emotionally, how she longed for that connection, even after all those years. She didn't say it out loud, not in a way I could understand, but I see it now. I see all the things I missed. It's funny, in a way, how we think we know people. We think we understand what they need, but sometimes it's only when they're gone that we realize we never really knew them at all. I spent so many years thinking that everything was fine. We had our routines, our lives, our little world, but what I failed to realize was that the world she wanted was different from the one I was living in. She didn't want the big gesture, the grand accomplishment. She wanted the small moments, the quiet evenings, the shared silences, the simple acts of being together. And I couldn't give her that. I was so focused on doing things, on being productive, on fulfilling my responsibilities, that I didn't notice that all she wanted was my time. All she wanted was me. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it until it was too late. And now I'm left with memories that feel incomplete. I think about all the times I told her I'd get to something later. I think about all the times I said I was too tired or too busy. I think about how I promised her I would spend more time with her, but I never did. There's no later now. There's no more time to give her. All I have now are the moments I didn't take seriously, the promises I never kept, and the silence that fills the house. I wish I could go back, even for just one day. I would sit with her in the garden. I would ask her how she was feeling, really feeling. I would listen when she spoke, even if it was about something small, something I didn't think mattered at the time. I would stop thinking I had time and start appreciating the moments I had, but I can't go back. All I can do now is remember and hope that in some small way she knew that I loved her. There's a part of me that wonders if I could have changed things, if I could have been a better husband, a better listener, a better partner. But that's a question I'll never have an answer to. All I know is that I wasn't there when she needed me the most. And now all I can do is think about the things I should have done and the things I should have said. I wonder if she ever knew how much I loved her. I hope she did. But then again, maybe I never showed her in the way that counted. I spend a lot of my days looking at old photographs. Some are faded, others are clear, but they all seem distant now. I remember moments, but they feel like they belong to someone else. Our children, who were once so full of life and energy, are now busy with their own lives. They call, they visit, but it's different now. The house feels emptier than it ever did, even when it was just the two of us. It's strange how the passage of time works like that. You think you have forever, but you don't. You think there's always tomorrow, but you can never be sure. Sometimes I wonder if she ever thought about the same things I do now, whether she saw the distance growing between us before I did. But it's too late to ask her. There's no more time for that. There are mornings when I wake up, and for a moment it feels like she's still here. Then I remember that she's not, and it's like a weight pressing down on me. I don't talk about it much. It feels like something too heavy to put into words, but it's always there, lingering in the back of my mind. I go about my days in a kind of routine, but it's different now. The routine has lost its meaning. I find myself looking at the clock more often, wondering how much time I have left, how much time I've wasted. There's no point in rushing anymore. Time moves on, with or without you. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. No matter how tightly you grip it, it just slips away. I still do things, small things. I visit the garden, though it's not quite the same without her. The flowers are still there, growing, but it feels like I'm tending to something that doesn't need me anymore. I make my coffee in the morning, sit by the window, and wait for the phone to ring. I know it won't be her. I know there's nothing left to say. I think about how much of our lives we spend thinking we have more time, more chances, but we don't. We don't have as much time as we think we do. I never understood that until now. I always thought there would be another day to make things right, to have those conversations, to show her I cared. But those days don't come back. They just disappear like everything else. Maybe if I had paid more attention, if I had really listened, things would have been different. But then again, maybe they wouldn't. Maybe that's just the way it was meant to be. There's no use in dwelling on it, I suppose, but it's hard not to. Sometimes when I'm alone, I wonder if she ever realized just how much I cared, even though I never said it the way I should have. I think she did. I think she knew, but I never gave her the time, the attention, the love that she needed. I gave her everything else, but I didn't give her me. And now I'm left with nothing but memories and the weight of what was never said. I'll never have the chance to make it right. I'll never have the chance to tell her how much I regret not being there when she needed me. I'll never have the chance to sit with her in the garden, to listen to her, to hold her hand. All I have now are the quiet moments, the empty spaces, and the unanswered questions. It's hard to accept, but I don't know if there's anything more I can do now. I just wish I had realized sooner.